Black Power, good morning. Most of you probably won't see this till this afternoon or even this evening. Just gotta be real quick because I'm running out of space. But I'm adding some links on the gentrification. One specifically to what's happening out here in California. The other showing what's happening nationally. And as we have been telling a lot of folks, the rates that we are at right now, as hard as it is for people to keep up with this, they are already setting in motion to raise them even further beyond what people can do. Um, and some folks are saying it's because people want to move to LA, but you look at the information in the areas people are moving from, the same thing is happening. So it's a very intentional thing to displace us. So it's not, we just said accept people want to come to LA and take our city over. No, it's a very intentional thing to remove us and, everything from coming together, moving in with each other, securing spaces and collectively holding those spaces down, because you figure many of us in these motels and hotels paying 85 plus a night, some charging 115, some charging 140 a night. If we could somehow collectively come together and secure spaces, we most definitely, because you figure that's over $2,000 some dollars a month. You get 5 different people like that. That's $10,000 some dollars a month that are being thrown away in these motels right now. But even renting wise, they pushing a lot of people towards that. They're speculating by next year a 1-bedroom will be about $1,500. So again, you get 5 people who are possibly about to do that come together, then they can secure a bigger and better situation. But the whole key is being able to come together, putting aside the pettiness, getting over the bullshit, getting over the individual comforts and spazzing out on each other and all the crazy shit, because otherwise we will stay in a state of suicide that's happening right now on our side. It's most definitely a campaign against us, but a lot of what we're doing, if we change it, the situation can change. Additionally, we have to stop allowing this to happen comfortably. People taking over, moving into our communities comfortably, while we going through hell, everything from murder to kidnapping to being displaced. So we have to identify the people that are coming where they work and interrupt their sources of income. The same way, some of you have lost jobs and sources of income have been cut off, interrupted, whatever. It has to be reciprocated to these people. We have to continue to identify places like Starbucks that, accommodates the gentrifiers and boycott them, because right now the ones in our community are still making a majority of their money off of black people, like the one down there on Crenshaw right off of Rodeo. It's making most of his money off of black people right now. Same with the one in Inglewood on Sentinel and La Brea. We can shut those down right now by stop patronizing them and seek out black alternatives or become that black alternative, because again, breaking away from their plantations because they refusing to pay people a decent wage, you can get out here and in most cases do better than where you at now. People buying coffee all day, every day. So you put yourself in that position, you're going to do better than minimum wage, and you add minimum wage up. And right now, that is half of what they are calling low income. In California, 50,000 or less is considered low income, and minimum wage adds up to about 24,000. So, you can most definitely put yourself in a better position by getting off of their plantation. Save up now so you can invest, identify, exactly how you're going to go about doing it, network with others who you could work with or whatever. But yeah, these are things we are being forced into. As far as the genocide, on the last video I posted, a brother Charles Walker was murdered by the police. Since then, the family has gotten other information saying he was not killed in police custody. He was found dead. Whether or not that was true at this point, we really can't trust the ones that are giving us the information. We have to strengthen our means to investigate, research, and find out on our own what happened. But for now, the family is going with the story that he was not killed in police custody, but he was found. But additionally, there have been 50 plus other people who have been killed by police since then. So, you know, that situation is most definitely continuing. As far as our coalition, African Town Coalition, the past week we secured 2 security contracts, and you know, we are offering that service to whoever else needs in the community. We most definitely will work with whatever your budget is. You know, we just insist you don't try to play us for cheap. You know, we understand we are all in a situation right now where we got to work together, but again, you know, we insist people don't try to take advantage of the fact that we are out here doing all we can. We also have our sisters providing a catering service. On Sundays and Tuesdays, they've been providing dinners and breakfasts for 50 plus people, and people have non-stop complimenting them on the quality of the food they're providing. So most definitely, if you are in need of that service at one of your functions, hit us up. I will list other services, products we have, so keep us in mind for birthday gifts, wedding presents. Instead of going to the swap meet, the malls, hit us up. Also, we really got to thank everyone who's been opening their doors to us, assisting us in our immediate situation, you know, relieving some of the nightmare we are going through. But those of you who, you know, don't know us and aren't, you know, really in a position to consider helping us out, know that you have family members very likely and friends very likely who are in a position and need your assistance. And based off the information I'm sharing, if you really pay attention, you yourself might find yourself in this position sooner than later. Because a lot of folks who for months been telling us they not tripping, they not worried because they up in the hills, losing their jobs and losing their homes. Their means of income are being interrupted. But also they have environmental tactics that are being used against them. You know, in the hills out here is oil fields centered right in between all of them. And information that's been researched and reported shows that fracking is leading to a lot of health complications for a lot of people in these hills. So, you know, it's multiple levels on which we are being attacked. And unless, you know, we snap out of this ignorance, snap out of trying to ignore what's happening, we will continue to be preyed on and destroyed. We have enough right now to change this, whether it's financially reinvesting our money in ways that will be of our own interest, or whether it's coming together to secure and defend and protect each other. You know, we have the numbers right now. The few of us that are out here just need backup. You know, we need support. The same way police, sheriffs get on they radios and call for backup to terrorize and murder and kidnap people. We need more of you available to where we can call for y'all to back us up when we are trying to stop these attacks, when we are trying to stop people from being forced out of our communities. In the past, that's ultimately what it came to, people coming together. You know, whether it was during slavery, whether it was with the Garvey movement, whether it was in the 50s and 60s. In this new millennium, that's what is needed right now. The past few years, they've been keeping us, those of us who are out here, focused on the genocide. But right now, we see how crazy this whole gentrification situation is played out. You know, we got concentration camps all throughout this city right now. People are being concentrated into homeless camps where they sleeping on streets, parks, under freeways and bushes. People have been concentrated into sleeping in their vehicles in certain camps, because in LA they zoned the areas where people only allowed to sleep in their vehicles. But everything you could look and see that's happened in the past is happening right now. And you know, they unfortunately convinced some people to be a part of it. Like, you know, I was saying with Ridley Thomas, idiot, where he considered white folks make his property value go up. They see him and all other black people as making their property value go down. He's so caught up in his ego, he really thinks he's included in their agenda. He's been used to help carry out their agenda, but will be disposed of. And you know, just out here on our level, amongst each other, we gotta come out of these sick state of minds and spirits to where, you know, we prey on and destroy each other. You know, we all we got. And the ones who don't get that soon enough, we just have to, you know, remove them, stop dealing with them. We can't let them poison the few of us that's left and this final attempt to secure our position here. So again, most definitely thank everyone who's been supporting us. We thank everyone who is out in other parts of the city, county, state, country doing what is needed to be done right now. You know, what is going to happen, we ultimately do have a say in the outcome, but it's you getting involved right now. All power to the people.